Hey everybody, Paul here, and welcome back to Best Food Review Road Trip. Yeah, you guessed it, I'm in Vegas again because there's just so much food here. I don't know how. How did I get here? I was just in Yuma, and now I'm in Las Vegas. Anyway, I'm not going to question why I got here because I love it that I'm here. And I was going to show you guys something. So they have this thing downtown. If you're going to be on Fremont late night, you want to get lobster, they have a great deal. It's Tony Roma's special lobster and steak. I've never tried it, but it's late. I'm hungry. I don't have a lot of money. Let's go check it out.
So we had to get in line and wait to be in line to wait. That's okay. We got here about an hour before the promotion starts. They put us on a waiting list. They're going to text us when our table's ready. In the meantime, we're going to just walk around this casino. It's kind of cool. Maybe find a beer. We just got seated. I think we waited a little, maybe 40 minutes? Something like that. It wasn't too bad. They handed us this menu. I could show you it, but I'm not going to use it because we're going to try their steak and lobster. This special is supposed to be only from 9 to 11 p.m. It is currently 8:45 p.m. I told her when we signed up for the wait list that that's why we were here, so I'm hoping that that'll all work out. We'll find out quickly. In the meantime, we're going to get ourselves a couple of beverages.
All right, now this may be your first time here or whatever, but one thing they don't tell you is check this out. You can get free bread and butter, but it doesn't necessarily come. Oh, there we go. I'll do the Blue Moon over here.
Thank you.
So as I was saying, they don't advertise it, they don't offer it, but if you ask, you can get as much bread and butter as you want, and it's hot. I'm going to say right away, I'm a little disappointed because I asked for beer on tap, and they offered me Blue Moon on tap. Unless they poured it into a Blue Moon bottle, that ain't on tap, but whatever.
You're not going to squeeze the orange in there?
No, because then I'll get it all over the bottle and stuff.
There's probably a butter knife in there, or a knife you can use for the butter.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Here it is. All right, let's try this out here.
See, now, I recently saw somebody buttering the top of their bun when they ate it. I thought that was kind of interesting.
I guess it just depends on where you're from.
I guess I like opening it up and like really letting all of that like bread
melt,
soak it.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Okay, let's try it out. All right, so far, I want to talk about mouthful. So far, the bread's good. The meal's a winner so far.
I love butter so much. I wish I was in the South. And if you're watching this and you're from the South, you all know how to do a lot of butter. I love that. So I'm like Paul. I like to split the bun open. That's nice. I love warm bread. Yummy. I'm going to save that for dinner, or if dinner takes a while, we'll just eat it up. This, my friends, is a Heineken. I cannot tell you the last time I had a Heineken.
Heineken? Yes. Pabst Blue Ribbon!
I actually like Heineken. Do you want to try this?
No, I'm fine with mine.
When's the last time you drank a Heineken?
I don't know. Been a while.
That I can just taste the carbs. They're just like. Friends, do you see what's on my plate? I mean, look at that. $13.99. I got a steak and lobster plus a baked potato. I did ask for some horseradish. He's gonna look for some. Why don't we start with this lobster? Now I know there's a nice, pleasant way of doing this, right?
It's already open. You just got to grab it with your fork and probably just pull it out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yep. There it is.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Lobster shells are so pretty.
That's like a 5-6 ounce lobster?
Yeah, you know what?
Like what you get in the grocery store?
Exactly. Let's take a taste of this quickly before it sits here too long. And I don't want to take too much time because I know Paul wants to try his as well. You got this. It's really really salty.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna dip it in this hot butter. But it's actually on the verge of undercooked.
Really?
You know, I expected it to come out kind of tough and chewy. Not at all. I asked for my steak rare. So if you like rare steak, oh, there's a little blood coming out, wasn't there? Yeah.
Well, cut it. It should be what, cold in the very, very center
Yeah, it
if
should
it's
be
rare.
purpley, cold. This is the edge piece.
Yeah, it's not rare, dude.
Let's try in the middle. Okay. That looks.
I would say it's more medium rare, but
So yeah. Which is
thank
mine?
you very much.
Ah,
All right.
horseradish. Okay.
That's our horseradish.
So
Try it without.
no, I'm gonna try it without horseradish. So I'm gonna, out of fairness, I am cutting the center out for my first bite because I think the edges get, you know, they get cooked more. That is bloody red. The texture of that meat is a little grainy. Now we came here before with prime rib.
Yeah.
I had the same experience with the beef, so it just must be from the distributor. But when you're selling steak and lobster for under $15, I imagine you're getting.
Probably not the best cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I go into my other ingredients, I'm gonna let Paul dive into his hot food because I don't want that lobster on his plate to sit too long.
I'm just gonna pull that lobster out.
I mean, it's not tiny. I've seen smaller lobsters.
Here I am. Okay. Sorry,
Grab it.
everybody, but I'm just gonna use my fingers because that's just how it's got to be. All right. Yeah, that lobster is kind of. I don't know.
Yours feels tough?
Well,
I bit in mine. It didn't feel tough at all.
I've had worse. It's not bad, actually. I mean, I can see what you're saying by it being like a little
Almost undercooked?
almost undercooked, but not really. Not really. Now, I got mine,
Your steak?
my steak, medium rare. I prefer generally rare.
You have a good sized steak on yours. I bet you that's half again bigger than mine. Now that looks nice. That looks medium rare.
That looks about how yours is cooked. Right there. It's not bad though. I mean, at least it's cooked really close. It doesn't look bad at all. It's a little bit tough to get through here. Okay, so check it out. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's really dark in Tony Roma, so that, I guess it's kind of romantic. I don't know, but or maybe it's so that you can't see the food that well. I don't know. Anyway, steak.
Did you take too big of a bite?
No, it's just super chewy. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's definitely like not the greatest cut of meat.
Oh, you're going to go ahead with the vegetables?
Dude, when I was a kid, I used to call these balls and boxes.
Did you eat it with the corn?
No, that's without the corn, but it tastes like it's right out of the bag, right out of the freezer bag. And then let's look at this potato. Oh, it cuts really well. The potato looks like it's cut really well.
You know, I liked
really well.
the potato when we were here last time. Actually, that was my favorite thing on the dish.
I'm just gonna try it with without anything. We all know what butter tastes like, though. The potato is actually really good. So I'd say, you know what? I'm gonna try the steak
with some horseradish. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. Get it in there. Get some on there. That's what I'm talking about. Meat's so much better with got a little bit of a bite to it, but
hey, you know what? They also have A1 steak sauce.
yeah, I'll pass on the A1 steak. Whoa.
Is that hot? Is it clearing your sinuses? That horseradish? Alright, I will try a little bit of that horseradish. Now, Paul thought that was super hot.
No, it wasn't super hot, but I put a lot on it. It gets you in the sinuses like wasabi, you know? It's not super hot though.
Pretty spicy. It's pretty spicy. And then I'm gonna cut into this. I don't know. That looks good. I mean, that potato, I don't like a lot of sour cream. I will put some butter on this, but I'm gonna try it without anything. I wonder how many potatoes they go through a day at Tony Roma's.
Probably thousands.
Yeah, at least.
I think it's going to come with every meal, right?
So it's like they better cook them right.
You going to try those vegetables?
No.
No?
You know, your impression of them, maybe no. I love vegetables, but I like fresh vegetables, salad, raw.
Just not balls and boxes?
No. This was not our first visit to Tony Roma's, and my expectations were a little low based on the experience I had before. This experience was better, and I think it started by one, we got a booth. I knew to ask for bread. You know, I was starving when we got here.
We learned that by watching YouTube.
We did. We watched another YouTuber come here, and they mentioned that, so that was a great tip. You know, when you can get dinner anywhere for under $15 in Las Vegas, it's a good deal. And when you're right off of Fremont Street, you probably want to get out of the bustle and people and craziness going on out there for a little bit. Just sit down and have a nice meal. Now, this isn't something you want to do impromptu. We did have to wait a little while, but I'll tell you what, we each got steak and lobster with a baked potato and vegetables, bread, and a beer each for under $50. In fact, I think it came to what, about 45
bucks,
before tip. You know, usually Paul and I go out to dinner anywhere, and if we have a beer and we eat dinner, it's going to be about 60 bucks. So we were thrilled to be able to get kind of that high level meal. Now let's talk about the food. It was not the greatest steak I've ever had. The lobster wasn't bad. It was actually better than I expected. I thought it would be like over-steamed and chewy. It wasn't at all. And when we asked for more butter, boy, did he deliver. He gave us tons of butter for everything that we wanted to eat, and the horseradish. That was something he brought out. I ended up having the rest of my steak with a little bit of steak sauce. That helped with the flavor too. It's the texture again.
No, what helped was dipping it in the butter.
Yeah, we did. We soaked it in the butter.
We soaked it in the lobster butter.
We did. So the lobster butter was on our plate. So you take a piece of steak and just dunk it in the butter, and that brought a lot of richness back to it. You know, as always, we encourage you to reach out to your local food bank or food shelter and make a donation. It makes a big difference in your community. So until we dine together again, stay classy.